So we are going to start with the Kapalbhati. It is also a cleansing of the frontal lobes. Kapalbhati is very useful in the cleansing of the frontal lobes. So what is Kapalbhati? Kapalbhati is the last Satkaram that works on improving the functioning of the brain. Because Kapalbhati practiced by yoga practitioners as breathing techniques, so it is also known by Kapalbhati pranayams. Sometimes in some text we are reading that it is also comes under the pranayam, but according to Gren Sanhita and according to our this Atmana Swamiji, this is come under the Satkaram Kriyas. So here in Kapalbhati pranayam, the breathing is quite different from normal breathing. We know very well, in normal breathing, inhale is active. We are going more focused on inhale, while exhale in passive, less focused. But in our Kapalbhati, it is very important. Kapalbhati, breathing, exhale is active. We are going to focus on exhale, not inhale, while the inhale is passive. In this Kapalbhati, our inhale is passive. We are not going more stress on inhale. We are focusing on exhale. That is why it is known as the Kapalbhati. By emphasizing more on exhaling as compared to the inhaling, Kapalbhati expels more impurities out in the form of CO2s, carbon oxides, carbon dioxides, वो हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा we are going to exhale. So what are the procedure of this Kapalbhati? How we are going to do this Kapalbhati? I have explained in the practical aspects. Now you see, we are going to see in the practical aspects. Mr. Mohan will do, and you will be able to see that. Now in theoretical aspects, I am telling you, sit in any meditative postures, close the eyes and relax the whole body. Inhale deeply through both the nostrils, expand the chest, expel the breath with forceful contractions of the abdominal muscles and relax. Do not strain, do not take stress. Continue active, forceful exhalation and passive inhalation. So we can take this the ratio, that is 1 per second, and for example in 1 minute we have to take 60 strokes, and in generally at least when we are doing practice, at least 20 strokes should be there, and there should be 3 rounds for this is Kapalbhati Kriya. One time 1 minute 60 strokes and the repetition for at least 3 at one time. That will be beneficial. Now benefits of Kapalbhati. What are the general benefits of Kapalbhati? You know, these Sat Kriyas are known as the preparatories. We are going to prepare ourselves for the higher practice of yogasanas and pranayam. That's why they are the preparatory things. So in that we can say that benefits of the Kapalbhati prepares you for the advanced pranayam. If you want to do the practice of advanced pranayam, then before that we have to do this Kapalbhati Kriya. Now oxygenates dead space in the lungs. We know everybody, due to our bad habits, we are taking breath and taking out breath So that pattern is we are following not correctly. We are taking very short breath, we are exhaling very short breath. So that is not in a good manner. So many space and cells are dead due to that reason. So if we are doing this practice of Kapalbhati, so our dead space is oxygenated again in our lungs. So strengthens and turns the lower transverse abdomen's muscles. With the help of this Kapalbhati, we can reduce our body weight, improve our digestions, strengthens Mula Bandha, reduces Kapha dosh, imbalances in our body system is Vat, Pitta, Kapha. There should be a balance in between three things. So the Kapha dosh is be removed through the practice of this Kapalbhati Kriya and increase in a Pitta dosh. So to give the balance in a Pitta Kapha, we have to maintain this balance, we have to do the practice of the Kapalbhati. So what are the precautions of a Kapalbhati? Avoid doing Kapalbhati if you have your menstrual period for women. Pregnant women should also avoid doing Kapalbhati as forcefully contracting the abdominal muscles and can harm the unborn baby. If you suffer from heart disease, exhale really slow. People who have high blood pressure should not do increase their rate of Kapalbhati. They have do very simple manner and this frequency and ratio should be very much normal one. Yes, now third Kriya, that is Kapalbhati. The practical aspect is going to be demonstrated by Mohan Kumar. Mohan Kumar is sitting in Padmasana position and Kapalbhati according, I am going to tell him that at least 60 stroke, the ratio is 1 stroke per second. So you can see in Kapalbhati, we have to focus on exhaling, not inhaling. So the rest of the body is cool and calm, and now I am requesting him to start the Kapalbhati Kriya. Start. You can see how the movement of his belly is going on. He is making more attention on exhaling portion. Breath is coming automatically without any intention. So the main focus is on exhaling part. The rest of the body is stable, only the movement of his belly is going on. And some sound is coming from his nostril. I will explain this Kapalbhati theoretically later on. After completing 6 stroke, he is going to stop. He is counting in his mind. You can see the movement of his belly. With the help of this Kapalbhati, our frontal portion of our brain is going to be purified. Stop it. Okay, relax. So, in the last conclusion, we can say, according to Satkarams, the three kriyas we have discussed in our lecture, that is Sutraneti, Jalneti and Kapalbhati. So, we have explained all these three kriyas of the part of the Satkam. So, thank you very much. So, anybody having any problems regarding this, they can send the questions according to the program set by the organizers. I am very much thankful to the organizer who have given me the chance to talk on this topic, and nowadays everybody is feeling the importance of our Satkam, and especially today we have discussed Sutraneti, Jalneti and Kapalbhati. Thanks.